So guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're actually going to be breaking down the infamous question, which is, should you do social media management or should you do Facebook advertising? Now guys, the reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of people keep asking me the same question ever since I pretty much started YouTube and started talking about social media marketing agencies and just SMA in general. A lot of people have been popping up throughout the years talking about whether they should do social media management or Facebook ads. Those two services are normally the kind of like cliche go-to services that people offer. Of course, by the way, for that one guy in the comment section, yes, there are other services such as SEO, such as blog article writing, such as funnel creation, such as email marketing, such as, Google ads and stuff like that. So yes, there are other services, but I've noticed that normally when somebody's starting a social media marketing agency or just coming across YouTube, the two main things you'll see is Facebook ads / Instagram ads, because obviously Meta owns but both of those, and there's social media management. Now if I was to go back again and start an agency all again, it was actually based upon social media and that was the main service, I would actually do social media management. Now in particular, what I would be doing is I'd be focusing on video. I'd be focusing on short form content, especially now in 2023. I feel like short form content is the thing to be offering right now in 2023. One of the best ways you can offer short form content as well, by the way, guys, is by doing short form content yourself. So practice what you preach, aka start building what you call a small niche personal brand around your name, around your offer, and around your agency. Now, this doesn't mean you create a separate agency Instagram account and start creating like graphic reels. No, this means you actually sit there with your face on camera talking about your services, why short form content is important for businesses, who you can help, how you can help them, top tips for actually creating short form content. You actually want to be known for that one guy on the internet that does short form content. That's how you become really good at getting clients in an inbound way. That's a really, really good way, by the way. Now, the reason why I also say I prefer social media management over Facebook ads, and the reason why I think you should offer social media management over Facebook ads, well, by the way, Facebook ads for e-commerce brands, I would stay away from that if you're a beginner. 100%. I need to get that out of the way first. I would stay away from Facebook ads, doing Facebook ads for e-commerce brands if you're a beginner. The reason for that is because it's very difficult. It's very difficult to get clients. It's very kind of like oversaturated now. Not only that, but when you actually try to get clients, actually results, it's very difficult, guys. If you're going to do Facebook ads, you're going to go down the Facebook ads route, I would start with local businesses. When I say local businesses, that doesn't mean they're local to you and where you live. So let's say you're a developing country right now and the local businesses around you aren't that good. That doesn't mean you need to just focus on local businesses around your area. That means you can actually go out into like the US market, Canada, the UK market, and actually go into there, because SMA is an online business. Why would you restrict yourself geographically? So I don't think you should restrict yourself geographically, but I would start with local businesses. What I mean by local businesses and the term local businesses is a business that has a physical location, such as like a real estate agency. Like real estate agents have like an actual physical office, accountants, lawyers, solar businesses, places that have a physical offline location where customers can come in, like gyms, for example. A gym is a local facility, a local building that you can actually walk down. Now, the gym doesn't need to be, for example, let's say you're in India somewhere, you're living in India somewhere, very big place, I know, but let's say you actually want to break out into the UK market. That doesn't necessarily mean just because you're from India, you can't reach out to people out in the UK and actually reach out to local businesses in the UK. And the reason why, by the way, I say work with local businesses if you're going to do Facebook ads is because conversion ads versus lead generation ads. Conversion ads is a completely different game. Not only do you have to be good at advertising, you have to be very good at copywriting. You have to make sure that your client has a fully functional funnel, aka their sales page is on point. You have to make sure that you got UTM tracking and stuff like that. The whole thing is just crazy right now, guys, especially after the whole iOS 14. And what I noticed as well when I was running a more traditional agency, by the way, I've switched over to now a consulting academy. I actually run more of a consulting academy now, a consulting agency, whatever you want to call it. It's in between kind of like the both of those two things, where I still have to do service delivery every now and again, but it's more of a done for you service where I'm helping other personal brands build up their name so they can actually leverage what I call authority funnels so they can get clients on autopilot. I help people get clients on autopilot. That's the service delivery. I'm helping people build funnels, that sort of stuff. But if I was going back, And, just going back and looking back at my journey, every single time I had a problem in my business, right? So I did two things. Primarily, I was getting clients on Upwork for social media management. I was getting referrals from that as well, by the way. Other clients were referring me and stuff like that. And that was very, very good, by the way. But that was majority of clients. The traffic source was Upwork for social media management clients, right? And I was taking that money I was making from these social media management clients, and I was going out there and getting Facebook ad clients for the e-commerce niche. And I'm telling you right now, every single time I had a problem within my agency, it never really stemmed from social media management. Now, I'm not saying that social media management clients are going to not give you trouble. Of course, they're going to give you trouble. It's a business. It's not going to be easy. I don't understand why people think SMA is easy anyway. SMA is just a normal business. Building a marketing agency is a real business. You're going to have troubles. You're going to have trials. You're going to have tribulations. You're going to need to put a lot of work, obviously. There's going to be times where clients want to leave and want a refund and that sort of stuff. That's just business, guys. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. You can't get it perfect every single time. So if you've got that in your head, you think you're not going to make a mistake, your chances are you're absolutely incredibly wrong. It's a real business. You will make mistakes, guys. It's not easy to run this. Don't let these gurus fool you and make you think it's easy. However, that being said, I've noticed that, when I was running a more traditional just social media marketing agency and that's all I was doing, I realized that like every single time I had a problem in my agency, it always stemmed from something about Facebook ads, some sort of ad account getting shut down, just being terminated for no reason. Like people are getting banned for no reason. I've literally got people inside of one of my programs called Agency Transmutation. I'm pretty sure you've heard of it because I do mention it quite a lot on this channel. But I've got people inside of Agency Transmutation where they've not done a single ad. All they've done is created their business account on Meta, which is, the new name for Facebook Business Manager. They've created their Facebook Business Manager basically. And for no reason out of the blue, they haven't even run an ad yet, not even got a client yet. They just literally created their business manager account and they've already been banned. The account has been banned. So Facebook these days, honestly, I don't know what's going on with Facebook. The support is terrible. I don't know whether it's just me being biased, but honestly, I really, really hate Facebook these days. I remember back in the day when I really used to love Facebook and I used to be like, oh, Facebook ads and all that crazy shit back when I was listening to all the gurus and whatnot. But these days, I cannot stand Facebook advertising and the platform itself. Now, I don't want my maybe personal experience to kind of like rub off on you and you should not go after Facebook ad clients. But if I was you guys, honestly, I'd probably stay away from Facebook ad clients just now and I would go for more like user-generated content, aka user-generated content. Well, let's think about what user-generated content is for short for kind of like, like e-commerce brands. E-commerce brands are still good to work with, by the way. Even though the niche is a little bit saturated, you can still offer something different, such as user-generated content. User-generated content is what it sounds like on the tin. It's a user using that particular brand's product on video. So what you can actually do is you basically just hit up a whole bunch of micro influencers and get them to use your client's product. You get the product shipped out to these micro influencers and you get them to actually leverage and use that product on video, and now you've got some content. That particular client now can actually use that creative, that piece of content, that short form content as an ad or as organic, kind of like to be posted on they can use it on their website as like a review. They can use it as like a testimonial. They can also use it as an ad itself, like the ad creative. So I've noticed that user generated content is extremely important. Now, last but not least, guys, the reason why I recommend doing short form content, especially user generated content in 2023 especially, is because these days, advertising platforms like TikTok ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, all these advertising platforms now are using so much AI, artificial intelligence, that like you don't really need to be that good at marketing these days. I mean, you do need good creatives. You do need good copy if you're going to be writing copy. But other than that, like the targeting and who the ad's being shown to and the optimization and the algorithms are so good now that you don't really need to be that good at positioning and placing your ad in the right place to the right audience, because Facebook is now pretty much smart enough to find the right audience. These advertising platforms are smart enough. The artificial intelligence is so advanced these days that it's able to put your ads in the right place. So you can kind of leave your targeting broad and it will still be able to, majority of the time, if you've got a good creative, by the way. And that leads me onto the same point, kind of like bringing it whole together, is these days, what's most important is having good creatives. People need good creatives. To have a good ad, you need good creatives. Good creatives are creatives that look like they're supposed to be natively there on the platform. I've noticed that advertising change a lot these days. Advertising change so much that it's like, you don't want to make your ad look like an ad. It needs to be looking like, and this has actually changed quite a while ago, to be honest with you guys, but I just want to break this down if you haven't noticed this. But the best of the best ads don't even look really like ads. They just look like a user-generated piece of content. So that's what clients have started to notice that they need now. It's not that much about the actual media buying itself, like positioning the ad and optimizing the ad and then scaling the ad. Facebook's pretty much very good at doing that, and it will give you recommendations, and the placement and the algorithm is so friggin' advanced that these days, if you just focus on having the best of the best creatives, that will always win an ad that's if you have, for example, if you take two ads, just real quick, take two ads, one's got a really shitty creative, one's got a very good creative, right? But the one with the good creative has like decent copy, and it's decently placed on like Facebook, for example. It will still outperform the other ad that has a really shitty creative. I'm not joking. Even if this particular ad has the best of the best ad copy you've ever seen, even if it has the best of the best placements you've ever seen, and that's because the creative always comes first, guys, on these platforms now. There's a big shift that's going on, and if you can sell that, you know, what that is, by the way, is user-generated content or short-form content. That's what clients actually want. They want user-generated content. They want short-form content. So the question is, should you do social media management over Facebook ads? Now, then again, let me just bring this and summarize this. So I personally prefer, and I've always preferred, to be honest with you, social media management clients over Facebook ads clients. I never really saw myself as a Facebook ad expert. I was always, you know, hiring media buyers and then having to not train them up, but at least getting them to go through like certain programs and stuff like that. And that's just being a business owner 101. That's actually, you know, how you know you're actually a good business owner. A good business owner understands that a business is only as good as the people in the business. Doesn't necessarily mean I have to be the greatest Facebook advertiser. I can go out there, find people, and and this is the best thing you can do, by the way, if you're wondering. Back in the day, like what I was doing was hiring media buyers and then getting them to go through certain courses and stuff like that, and making them go through certain things so they actually understood. It wasn't about me going through these courses, it was about them going through courses. So I'd give them access to courses and stuff like that so they can actually learn the media buying skill even more, kind of like breaking down certain, like, if you want a really good media buyer, just go and buy the best of the best program on media buying and just put them through that. You've got a good media buyer. There you go. So it's actually quite simple. Again, it's not that easy because learning Facebook ads from a course is quite difficult. Obviously, there's a lot of things that go into it. But yeah, to summarize just real quick, guys, if you're going to do Facebook ads, right, social media management versus Facebook ads. If you're going to do Facebook ads, right, I would stay away from doing Facebook ads for e-commerce brands as a beginner. If you know what you're doing, then fair enough, go for it. But if you're a beginner, I would stick to like local, like physical businesses. Again, when I say, I don't want you to be confused with local businesses, because local business doesn't mean it's necessarily in your city or your area. If you're in the US, for example, you can reach out to businesses over here in the UK. That's what local businesses. Obviously, it's not local to you, but it's a local business, aka it's a physical business with a physical location, like restaurants, gyms, like law firms, that sort of stuff. So you can actually reach out to businesses like that online. There you go. So that's what I mean by that. So if you are going to do Facebook ads, I would stay away from e-commerce brands and go after local businesses. You know, again, in other areas, you can do that. If you're going to go for social media management, which I do recommend you do, by the way, I would stick to more like video content, social media management stuff. So that would be like creating short form content, and creating short form content is literally taking people's longer form content, cutting it down into shorter like reels, TikToks, 60-second videos, and having that. But on top of that, to take it even further, even better than that, is helping people create or getting user-generated content created for your clients. Because user-generated content is what's really making the money these days. It's making products go viral. You can actually use it as testimonials. You can use it in advertising as the creative as well. So I do recommend, you know, if you're going to go for the best of the best, I would, in 2023, the best I think right now is to do social media management, but to do user-generated content, guys. So hopefully that's wrapped everything up for you guys. And again, I know there's going to be a guy out there that's going to say, oh, Facebook ads till the day I die, blah, 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 blah. Montell doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm just talking from experience. I'm talking from what I'm seeing in my program. I'm not just talking from one case study. This is what I notice about people that say all this shit and talk shit. Normally, they've been able to build their own agency to 10K, but they haven't been able to replicate it multiple times over. I have multiple students now that are doing 6 figures and multiple 6 figures. And I'm telling you what works. This is the difference. Not only have I done the agency stuff myself, I now have helped other people do the agency stuff successfully themselves. So that's almost like, who's the better driver? The person that can just drive one car on one track, or the driver that can drive many different cars on many different tracks? I've done it. I've helped so many people in different niches and different agencies with different offers, is what I'm trying to say. And normally what I keep seeing is like short form content, user generated content. Social media management is honestly where it's at in 2023, because everybody's pretty much tired of hearing the words Facebook advertising, to be honest with you guys. Even I'm tired of saying Facebook advertising. Anyway, guys, I hope that was helpful. If you guys need help building your own agency from 0 to 10K per month and beyond, I implore you to take a look at the 1 hour and 45 minute long case study video on how you can actually start a social media marketing agency in 2023 using the hybrid approach. And again, guys, I'm going to leave that link below. It's completely free. It's a 1 hour 45 minute long video, so go get some popcorn, go order some Uber Eats or whatever it is, sit there, bring a pen, bring some paper, and actually just learn. It's completely free, guys. All you have to do is opt in on the website, just watch it, take a look at that. If you are interested in after that, enrolling in age fermentation, there's a demonstration of age fermentation inside that as well. But if you want to learn more about my story and how I was able to do it and how other students have done it as well, and you want to see case studies about that, just go below, click a link, and click that link. It won't be a waste of your time. That being said, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Peace out.